A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this class of English. Today, I have a very interesting lesson for you. The name of the lesson is Who Did Patrick's Homework? It's a beautiful story of a small boy who didn't like to do his homework. As usual, many of us don't like doing our homework, right? So this boy, Patrick, he hated doing his homework, that he kept on postponing it. And you all know that when we do not do the homework, we go to the class without the homework the next day, we complicate the matters. How we complicate the matters? Because we do not know what had been taught in the class, as we have not revised our lesson. And so we have lost that link between both the classes, the previous days and the present day. And then our teachers also are not very happy with us. They are upset with us. So this makes the matters worse. Like this boy, Patrick, he kept on postponing his homework. So everybody was upset with him. His teachers were upset with him. His parents were upset with him. And he did not understand anything in the class. This boy did not try only to learn. Why? Because he was more interested in playing the video games. Now I'll be showing you a video. In this video, you'll be seeing that how this boy, he is busy doing all the other works and not doing his homework. He did not like doing his homework, so he kept himself busy playing Nintendo and basketball and all other games. And he always wished that he could find somebody who could do his homework. Right? So now, before reading the chapter, before reading the lesson, here we will watch this video, and you have to watch it very carefully, as I have an activity for you. You will be watching this video and deciding whether the statements which I give you in the activity are true or false. So here goes the video.
The Story of Patrick's Homework by Carol Moore. Patrick was a young boy. He never did his homework. "Oh, it's too boring," he said. He played hockey, basketball, and Nintendo all the time. His teacher advised often, "Patrick, do your homework regularly, or you won't learn a thing." It was indeed true. He did feel like an ignoramus with his friends around. But what could he do? He hated homework. One fine day, when he was engrossed with his Nintendo, he found his pet cat, Tom, playing with a little doll. He quickly grabbed it. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a little elf. He was the tiniest creature that Patrick had ever seen. He yelled, "Hey, save me from this wild cat. I'll grant you a wish if you do. I promise you that." Patrick couldn't believe his luck. Here God had sent an answer to all of his problems. So he said, "Only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, I'll surely save you. If you do good work, I could even get A's in all the subjects." True to his word, the little elf began to do Patrick's homework.
Hope you enjoyed watching the video. You saw that Patrick found an elf. He saved the elf from the cat. And so, in return, he asked the elf to do his homework till the end of his semester. That is 35 days. The poor elf had to save himself, so he agreed to do his homework. Here on your screen, you have an activity where you have to decide whether the statement is true or false. So go through the statements and mark true or false. So the first statement is Patrick loved doing his homework. Second, he played video games after doing his homework. Third, one day he saw his cat playing with a ball. Fourth, the cat had caught a little man. Fifth, the little man was an elf. Sixth statement, Patrick asked the little man to play with him. So, read them again and then decide whether the statement is true or false. You've all seen the video, so do it fast. You have 2 minutes to finish your activity. So now you're through with your activity. Now let's check our answers. The first statement, Patrick loved doing his homework. It's a false statement. Patrick hated doing his homework. Second statement, he played video games after doing his homework. It's again a false statement. He didn't do his homework at all. He only played. Third statement, one day he saw his cat playing with a ball. Again, this is a false statement. One day he saw his cat playing with a doll, not a ball. The fourth statement is the cat had caught a little man. This is a true statement. Fifth statement, the little man was an elf. This is also a true statement. Sixth statement, Patrick asked the little man to play with him. It's a false statement. He did not ask the little man to play with him, but he asked the little man to do his homework till the end of the semester. So now I have the next task for you. That is, you have to read the text. Now you will be reading the text, and on the screen you have the text. And while reading the text, you will underline the difficult words. And there is an activity which you will be completing once you've read the text. That is that you will have to match the statements of column A and column B and frame complete sentences. So here goes the text. Read it. Now you all know the story. You've all read that Patrick never did his homework. He found his homework very boring. So that is why he kept himself busy playing basketball and hockey and Nintendo. Nintendo is a video game, right? So he never bothered to do his homework. His teachers told him to do his homework, but he did not bother. And sometimes, while sitting in the class, he used to feel like an ignoramus. Ignoramus is an ignorant person who does not know anything. But in spite of that, he never improved. One day, he was at home and he saw that his cat was playing with a little doll. He grabbed the doll from the cat. Grabbed means snatched. Took it from the cat, and he was surprised to see that it wasn't a doll, but it was a man of a very small size. Tiniest means very small size. And that man was wearing a wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches. Breeches are short pants, right? And he was wearing a tall hat, a high tall hat like the witches. Here this hat, the way the witches wear the hat. Witches are those women who have magical powers, and they use their magical powers in the evil manner, in the evil way. So this little man, he yelled at Patrick. He shouted and he told him that please don't give me back to the cat. I promise that I will grant you a wish. Now Patrick was very happy when he heard this man telling him that he would grant him a wish. Patrick thought that this was a great opportunity and he could get an answer to all his problems. So he told the little man, he said, okay, that he would not give him back to the cat, only on one condition, that he would stay with him till the end of the semester and do all his homework. And he also told him that if he did a good job, Patrick could get all A grades. Now, when the little man heard all this, he was dejected. He felt very bad. His face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. Hamper is a basket, right? And wrinkled like a dishcloth, his face, he felt very sad. And that sadness, that expression that came on his face has been compared to a wrinkled, to a folded, to a crushed dishcloth. Dishcloth is the cloth with which we wash our dishes, right? So he was now very unhappy. He kicked his legs, he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. All these words, grimace and scowl and pursing his lips, all these words, they convey to us that he gave an expression on his face which showed displeasure, which showed anger. But this little man didn't have a choice because he had to listen to what Patrick was asking him to do. Because if he didn't agree to what Patrick said, Patrick would give him back to the cat, and he didn't want to go back to the cat. So this man granted Patrick a wish and he agreed to do his homework for the rest of the semester. Hope you're ready with your answers of Match the Columns. So let's discuss them. The first statement is, Patrick never liked doing his homework. Second, he played hockey, basketball and Nintendo. Third, his teachers told him to do his homework, else he won't learn anything. Fourth, he found his cat playing with an elf. Fifth, the elf shouted to save him from the cat. Sixth, the elf promised to grant Patrick a wish. Seventh, Patrick asked the elf to do his homework till the end of the semester. We've come across many new words in the text, so now a quick look at them. The first word is Nintendo. Nintendo means a video game. Second word, ignoramus. Ignoramus means an ignorant person who lacks education. Third word, grabbed. Grabbed means snatched, caught. Fourth word, elf. Elf is a supernatural creature of folk tales, of fairy tales. Fifth word, tiniest. Tiniest means smallest. Sixth word, breeches. Here it's spelled as Britches. You can also spell it as Breeches, which means short trousers or half pant. Seventh word is witch. Witch is a woman who has magical powers, especially evil ones. Eighth word is semester. Semester means a term of an academic session. Like you have your terms in the first term and the second term in your school. Ninth word, wrinkled, having lines or folds. We also use this word wrinkled if we talk about the wrinkles on the face. 10th word, hamper, basket with a lid. 11th word is grimaced and scowled, a twisted expression on a person's face expressing anger or disgust. I hope these words are clear with you. Now, to make them a little more clearer for you, here we have a Pictionary for you. So you can see these words, you can see the pictures, and you can relate to them, that how they look like. Like the first word is, the first picture is of the word Nintendo. You can see how a Nintendo looks like. In the second picture, you can see a person who's an ignoramus. Third picture, you can see what grab means. A person is grabbing the hand of the other one. Fourth picture shows you an elf. Fifth picture gives you an idea of the size of the tiniest thing. Sixth picture shows you the breeches. A person is wearing the breeches, the half pant. Seventh picture shows you a witch. Eighth picture shows you a wrinkled dishcloth. Ninth picture shows you a hamper. You can see the lid over the hamper. And the 10th picture shows you the expression of grimace and scowl. So I hope these new words are clear to you now. Now, a fun-filled activity for you. You all know the singular and plural nouns. When a noun is singular, it means there is one of them. When a noun is plural, it means there are more than one. Like you can see in the example, singular is cat, and when there are more than one, then it becomes cats. Now, I have written a few singular nouns from the text that you have already read. You have to write their plural forms. So, 2 minutes to write your responses. Come on, let's do it. So now, let's discuss the answers of our activity. The first example had already been done for you. The singular is cat and the plural is cats. Same way for the second one. Singular is lip and the plural of lip is lips. Third, singular is teacher and the plural is teachers. Fourth one, boy, and the plural of boy is boys. Fifth one, elf. When we change elf into plural, it becomes elves. Sixth, fist. The plural form is fists. The seventh one is man. When we change it into plural, we do not add s or es. It becomes men, men, men. Now, eighth word was witches, which, the plural of which is witches. Ninth word is cloth, and the plural is cloths. 10th word, wish, and the plural for this is wishes. I hope you've all checked your answers. Okay. Now it's time to check ourselves. We will see how much we remember from what we have learned today. So, my first question is, who are the main characters in the story? I hope you all remember. Yes, the two characters are Patrick and the elf. Now, second question, what did Patrick say about the homework? Yes, Patrick said that the homework was too boring. Now, the third question, which games did Patrick enjoy playing? I hope you remember. Patrick enjoyed playing hockey and basketball and Nintendo. Now, my fourth question, what was the cat playing with? The cat was playing with a little doll. This is what Patrick thought. Fifth question, what was it actually? It was actually an elf. Very good. An elf is a small man. Yes. Now, sixth question, what was Patrick's wish? What was Patrick's wish? Patrick wished that somebody should do his homework, and when he found the elf, he made the elf do his homework. He took a promise from him that he would save him only on the condition that he would do his homework for the rest of the semester. Yes. So this was our recapitulation, and now we come to the most important task of our lesson, that is doing our homework. So I hope you will all not think of the ways of shamming the work. You will not try to find somebody who will do your homework. You will do it. You will do your homework yourself. So now these are the three questions which I have taken from your working with the text. They are there in the lesson itself. So the first question is, what did Patrick think his cat was playing with? What was it really? I'm sure you all know it. Second question, why did the little man grant Patrick a wish? And the third is, what was Patrick's wish? So I hope you will all be able to do it, and these answers we'll be discussing in our second lecture of the same chapter. So see you tomorrow with more from this lesson. We'll continue our lesson tomorrow. Till then, goodbye and do your homework properly. Thank you. Now that we've read our text, we've seen the video, and we've already completed some fun-filled activities, now is the time to check how much we remember. So we'll be quickly recapitulating what we've read in the chapter. So my first question is, who are the main characters in the story? Yes, I'm sure you remember The two characters in the story are the elf and Patrick. Very good. Second question is, what did Patrick say about the homework? Yes, Patrick said that his homework was too boring and he did not enjoy doing his homework. He always loved playing the games, right? Now, the third question. Which games did Patrick enjoy playing? Yes, Patrick enjoyed playing hockey and basketball and Nintendo. The next question is, what was the cat playing with? The cat was playing with a doll. This is what Patrick thought. And when he grabbed that doll, then he realized that it was not a doll. So the next question is, what was it actually? Actually, it was an elf. A little tiny man. It was an elf. Now the next question is, what was Patrick's wish? So what was Patrick's wish? Patrick wished that the little man, that little tiny elf, he should do his homework for the rest of the semester. So now we come to the homework part. Because you all know that we've learned from this lesson that homework is an integral part of our learning. It's an integral part of our studies. So we all have to do our homework, and I'm sure that you will do your homework yourself and not ask anybody else to do it. Yes, you can take help from your parents, you can take help from your elders, but you cannot ask them to do your work. So the homework is, I'm giving you from your working with the text. The first question is, what did Patrick think his cat was playing with? What was it really? We have just discussed. Second question, why did the little man grant Patrick a wish? Yes, and the third question is, what was Patrick's wish? So this was from the text. And now, to check how creative you are, I'm going to give you another homework. That is, you will frame your own sentences. I'm giving you 5 words. These 5 words we have already discussed their meanings. You know the meanings by now, and we will be using them in the sentences of our own. We are not going to copy the sentences from anywhere. We will make our own sentences. Like I've done also, the first I've done as an example. Like the word is tiny. Tiny means small, you remember? And the sentence that I have framed is, the baby held my hand with his tiny fingers. I hope you followed that this sentence I've framed on my own. I have not taken this sentence from the text. We are not going to take any sentence. We are not going to copy any sentence from the text, but we are going to frame our own sentences. So I have given you 5 words to check how creative you are. The first word is ignoramus. You remember ignoramus? Ignoramus is an ignorant person. The second word is hamper. You remember the picture? I had shown you the picture of hamper also. The third word is semester. And the fourth word is wrinkled. The fifth word is scowled. So we will be framing sentences of our own. We are not going to copy from anywhere. And this will show how creative we are. So I'm sure you're going to frame the sentences on your own. You will be writing all these sentences and these are your assignments which you're going to submit to your teachers the day you come to school. So please take it very seriously and complete all your work. Whatever work is being given to you in all the subjects, you have to complete it. If you don't have the notebooks, there's no problem. You can use the notebooks of your previous academic session, right? The children who have come to 6th standard, they were in 5th standard. So you have the notebooks of your 5th standard. You can use those notebooks and write your responses in those. Write them neatly And when you come to school, when the school reopens, you're going to submit to your teachers. So, see you tomorrow with the next lecture of the same lesson. So, till then, bye and thank you so much.